And right here is where pregnancy meets pure nightmare fuel. Today we're watching Inside. Forget quiet nursery prep, this is door slamming, blood splattering chaos that makes most home invasion movies look like a sleepover. By the end of this episode, you'll see why the most disturbing part isn't the gore. It's the one thing you definitely won't be ready for. But I am ready to ask a question. How disturbing is Inside? Hey, welcome back to another episode of How Disturbing. I'm your host, Billy Bogues, and today we're looking at home invasion horror, Inside. Now, it's the nature of this channel that we review disturbing films and scenes, and although my descriptions will be brief and fleeting, viewer discretion is still advised. This is also your spoiler warning. Let's go inside. Meet Sarah. She's pregnant and in her third trimester.
Why not?
It starts with a Z. She'll always be last in the class. Beatrice.
What?
Hey, I had an Aunt B. Be nice.
She's currently chatting baby names with her husband. It's not going to be a long conversation, however, due to this happening. The good news is that the baby is okay.
See how her heart's beating? She's just perfect, Sarah. Except for some internal scrapes, all is well.
Unlike hubby, who's very much dead. Boop, dead.
Boop. Dead.
We now see Sarah, who is at the end of her pregnancy, but is resisting having a cesarean. However, the doctor assures her that they would first try inducing her with oxytocin.
If nothing happens in that amount of time...
No, I don't want to be cut open. I want to do this myself.
Relax. We'll try inducing it. We'll give you some oxytocin. It's a hormone that accelerates the contractions. What it does is it tells the baby it's time to come out.
The oxytocin's important, remember that. She arrives home opting to wait 2 more days to see if the baby comes on its own. Oh, and I also need to mention that it's Christmas Eve. So technically, this is a Christmas movie. Her bestie, Isaac, drops by to give her a present. Isaac lives next door with his partner, Brian. Sarah's mother is travelling to be with her during labour, and Sarah leaves a set of keys for her in the letterbox. That evening, Sarah gets a very aggressive knock at the door. The shadowy figure on the other side claims that they need to use the phone.
Sorry to bother you on Christmas Eve. I have a problem with my car. I need to make a phone call.
I'm sorry, I don't quite understand.
Sarah tells the shadowy figure that her husband is sleeping, so the woman can't come inside.
You know what? My husband is sleeping. I don't want to wake him.
But unfortunately for her, this strange woman not only knows Sarah's name, but she also knows that Sarah is lying and her husband is dead.
Why are you lying?
Excuse me?
Your husband isn't sleeping, Sarah. He's dead.
As fast as it all happens though, the figure is just gone. The police arrive to check in on Sarah, and they promise to keep a patrol car around the area.
Don't worry, ma'am. I don't think she will come back. It's probably someone who had too much drink. Anyway, I will inform the neighborhood patrol car and get them to drive by later on and make sure everything is okay.
This is enough for Sarah to just go to bed, and this is also where we find out that Sarah uses hearing aids due to the crash. A storm sets in while Sarah sleeps, and she soon gets a visitor. The mystery figure renders her unconscious with chloroform before tying her to the bed and administering oxytocin to induce labour. I told you to remember the oxytocin, this is why. The intruder then goes to wash up. Sarah awakens unexpectedly and the intruder attacks her. Sarah manages to overthrow the intruder and barricade herself in the bathroom. Things get super duper complicated, however, when Sarah begins to have contractions.
You'll have to come out sooner or later. So will the baby.
And lastly, to complicate things even further, her hearing aids are now on low battery. Isaac drops by to check on Sarah.
I'm Sarah's mother. She's told me so much about you.
Oh, I'm so sorry to walk in on you like this. She gave us the keys just in case.
The intruder ushers Isaac out of the house, but as she goes, Sarah's mother arrives.
Who are you? Did something happen to Sarah?
Maybe you should tell us who you are first.
I am her mother. Is something the matter?
Mum barges past the intruder and straight into the house.
Sarah! Sarah!
Sarah, hearing footsteps, hides and arms herself with the shard of a broken mirror. As the steps get closer, Sarah jumps out and, well... yeah, book dead.
Boop. Dead.
Isaac arrives on the scene, shocked at what he sees. But then the intruder nails him too. She plunges a knife into his back, severing his spinal cord. And well, back to the bathroom for Sarah. Isaac's phone starts ringing and it's his partner Brian who lives next door. The intruder realises that she's paralysed Isaac and finishes him off by suffocating him. Boop, dead.
Boop. Dead.
The intruder then blocks the door to the bathroom so that Sarah can't escape. What's she up to? Why is she locking her in? Sarah tries to get Brian's attention by screaming through the bathroom window. Unfortunately though...
No! Right behind you! Behind you!
yeah, boop dead.
Boop. Dead.
A policeman arrives to check on Sarah as promised, but is greeted by the intruder, who assures the officer nothing is wrong.
We just dropped by to make sure you were okay. The precinct told us that something had been bothering you.
I haven't had any problems. I got scared, I suppose.
Sure.
Thank you for coming.
No problem, ma'am. Just doing my duty.
But when he gets back in the car, he has the sudden realization that this can't be Sarah because Sarah's pregnant and this woman isn't.
Got me thinking she'd gone into labor and you were playing midwife back there. What is it? What?
Damn it.
What?
Hold on.
As he confronts the intruder, the real Sarah appears and the intruder stabs the policeman in the face with a knife.
Just one more thing. I was just wondering about its name.
The what?
The baby.
Help.
Sarah Clark?
Yeah!
They wrestle for a while on the ground, but the intruder manages to pick up the knife and kills the fuck out of him. Boop, dead.
Boop. Dead.
The policeman's partner enters the house to investigate and discovers the officer's body.
Mike! Mike, please. Mike.
She finds the real Sarah, but the police officer thinks that Sarah is the one who killed her partner.
Donovan here. I repeat, we have an injured officer here.
Hello?
Do you read me? Freeze! Don't move!
No. It's not me that you want.
Put your hands in the air and don't move.
I'm Sarah Clark.
As Sarah pleads her case, her water breaks.
This isn't happening. Please, you have to believe me. Please. Please. Oh, my water just broke. I need to get to the hospital.
Okay, relax.
Oh great, and now the lights have gone out. The officer goes downstairs, gun at the ready, but the intruder uses the first policeman's gun to shoot her in the head. Boop, dead.
Boop, dead.
With the baby literally on the way, Sarah is forced to attempt to leave the house. A fight ensues and Sarah manages to lock the intruder in a room. She runs to the police car and tries to use the radio to get some help, but guess who's back?
Sarah, you know what happened to you last time?
They continue to brawl as Sarah speeds down the street until eventually... And it looks like it's lights out for the old intruder. Sarah runs into the nearest house, only to find it abandoned. She enters with the intent of hiding out.
Hello? Hello? Please? Is there anybody here? I need your help.
What she actually discovers, though, is a long-range camera aimed right at her house. She also finds a whole heap of photos of herself, as well as a crib set up for a newborn baby. But most disturbing of all is a collection of instructions on how to perform a cesarean. In case you haven't guessed it, Sarah is at the intruder's house. Unfortunately, the no longer unconscious intruder has made her way inside. After a bit more fighting, Sarah eventually flees from the house into the backyard, with the intruder hot on her tail. Sarah falls onto an in-ground pool cover as the intruder approaches. It's here that we learn the motive of the intruder, whose real name is Madeline. Turns out, Sarah killed Madeline's unborn baby, and according to Madeline, that means Sarah owes her 1 times baby.
Why me?
Because you took mine, Sarah.
What?
You took mine. It's only fair you give her back to me.
The pair fall into the pool and Sarah falls unconscious. With moments to spare, Madeline realises that if Sarah drowns, nobody gets a baby, and she pushes Sarah to safety. Madeline succeeds, but she also drowns. Boop, dead.
Boop, dead.
Sarah, however, delivers a healthy baby right there beside the pool. And don't forget it's Christmas. Merry Christmas. The end. Inside was released in 2016 and was rated MA15+ in Australia because R would have just been too on the nose. And this film, Inside, is a remake of the 2007 French bloodbath that made pregnant women everywhere sleep with the lights on. This version nails the performances, but unfortunately, it's chained to a weak script. It's so flimsy, it could be taken out by a stiff breeze. The relentless pounding on the door is genius-level psychological warfare. It's like a group of Jehovah's Witnesses on meth. But it keeps your nerves rattling like a jar of teeth. From the first frame to the last, Inside is merciless, clocking in with what might be my all-time high for cinematic book deads. I mean, yeah, okay, it's predictable. But the premise is twisted enough that I'm willing to forgive the road signs pointing straight to the climax. By the ending, things go off the rails in the best possible way, and I was grinning like a psychopath through the carnage. I enjoyed Inside, but one viewing was enough. Any more and I might start answering my own door with a pair of scissors. Nice try, Inside. Alright, it's time to rate and rank Inside to see where it sits amongst its brethren of disturbing cinema. Is it a really disturbing film, or is it a really great film? We're going to find out where it sits in the middle. First of all, I'm going to score Inside for just what I think of it as a movie, and I'm going to rate it a 64. But because my opinion is so different to what everyone else thinks sometimes, I'm going to meter that by seeing what you guys think. And when I go to the most popular movie review sites, you guys are giving Inside a score of 34. Yeah, not as generous as me. So let's average together what I thought of Inside with what you thought of Inside, and we're left with a combined film rating of 49. Cool. But more importantly, we need to know how disturbing this movie was. And when I really think about Inside and all the stuff that was happening at once, I think that Inside gets a disturbing rating of 68.5. This movie was really messed up, like, let's be real. So finally, I'm going to need to average together the film rating with the disturbing rating. And when I do that, we get an ultimate disturbing rating for Inside of 58.8. Yeah, seems pretty reasonable. Okay, we'll bring in the grand spreadsheet here, and we're gonna zoom in and scroll down a bit. And with a score of 58.8, it looks like Inside is finding itself at position number 22. Yeah, wow. It looks like we think Inside has a slightly better average than Soft and Quiet, but a slightly worse average than Gummo. Thanks for watching another episode of How Disturbing, guys. I'm your host, Billy Bogues. Please, if you're not an asshole, go and throw me a like and subscribe. I'm sure you're not an asshole, so, like, just do it. Are you an asshole? Come on, man. And lastly, if you've got a product or a service that you want advertised on this channel for free, get in contact, because I'll do that. No questions asked. And, I'm Billy Bogues, this was How Disturbing, and I'm going to glitch out of here. Peace!